Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Hall and this is your new moon reading with spiritual guidance from August 2nd through 17th, 2016. So this new moon is in the sign of Leo. Leo is a wonderful sign that represents courage, bringing in a lot of creative and renewing, revitalizing energy. And it's also an energy that gives us a little bit of focus on the public eye, or what's going on in public, in the public world at this time, which will give us some interesting guidance going forward. Some of the messages that I've been getting about this time right now is that we have finally started to emerge from this period of time in which we've been really working on all of this releasing and letting go and purging and cleansing. That's really, really wonderful, because right when you come out of doing all of that, you feel clean. You feel wonderful and sort of ready to just revitalize and restart different areas of your life with a new burst of vision, perception, creativity, and just feeling very, very motivated and inspired. So that's the new energy that's coming in right now. It's a really great time to start a creative project or to plant some new seeds, set some new intentions in your life. And Leo is going to help you to do that with an eye on how you are relating with others and how you are presenting yourself to the world. It's going to be a really good time to share some of your work, or maybe share some of your ideas in the community around you, or maybe in a more of a public fashion. And as we said before, it gives us a little bit of a look at what's been going on in terms of the world and in terms of the public life. So this could be what's going on in terms of public leaders and things like that. Leo's often been actually the sign that represents our leaders, kings and queens, and politicians or things like that. So this is a time that's kind of giving us a little bit of a look into the purge and the new breath of creativity that we might be able to apply in that part of life as well. So we'll just sort of see what's on the horizon for all of that, and of course sort of just keep a positive outlook, keep a creative, positive, fresh, sort of open-minded outlook on what can be done to heal our world collectively as well. So without further ado, let's go to our oracle cards today and see what other guidance we get from the angels. There are two decks that I felt like I was guided to use today. I have the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue that I'll be pulling a card from, and also the Healing with the Fairies cards, also by Doreen Virtue. I love these, and since we're out in nature today, I thought it would be just great to connect with the fairies and elementals. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle first our fairies deck, and I'm guided to pull 3 cards from the fairies. So we're just going to go ahead and do this, trusting that the law of attraction brings exactly the cards that we need for our reading today, because we've set the intention, we've prayed for guidance during this time, and there's a collective message there for all of us in this. I'm feeling guided to pick just one extra bonus card here from the Angel Tarot cards, and this is just going to be sort of an overall theme that we can kind of look at, that we'll look at the very, very end. So let's go ahead and turn over our first card and see what we have. Our first card is the Detoxification card. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is a card that is telling us that though we have just come through a lot of releasing on that emotional and spiritual and collective sort of plane, that we are actually still really, really supported by continuing the practices that we've learned to keep our bodies really detoxified and cleared. I've been getting a message a lot lately that what we consistently choose to do with our bodies in terms of major overall lifestyle changes that we can keep with us long term will really support us with our spiritual sensitivity and with keeping our energy levels really vibrant and just energized, ready to go. And that fits so much with some of the theme that we're getting to, because the body needs to be on the same page as our dreams and aspirations are. And if you can prepare the body by keeping it clean, happy, healthy, balanced, and energized, then it will support you with all of the energy, the courage, and the focus and drive that you kind of need to stay on this path of completing your life purpose. So focus on the body. And this also, I'm hearing the last little bit for this card, is a reminder to keep the energy around you very, very gentle still. That sensitivity that has surrounded us for the past couple of months is still something that I feel will remain, even though we're done kind of doing all of the intense inner letting go and all of that kind of stuff. The sensitivity is still there, and we actually still benefit from keeping gentleness and lightness and love around us. And that will only serve to support this creative, revitalizing energy that we're bringing into our lives. So let's see what our second card has to say then. Our second card, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. It's the creative expression card. Creative expression, that's literally just what we were talking about. I gotta love the law of attraction. Now, one thing that is really, really taking my eye in this, drawing my eye in this picture is the butterflies that are surrounding this figure in the image here. And what butterflies represent is transformation. Transformation, the ability to transform magically within this lifetime, to evolve and to make a major spiritual and personal leap. And this is a sign that says that your creative pursuits, the work that you want to do, is a big part of the transformation that you are meant to share and perhaps catalyze in other people with whatever you're doing, or perhaps what you are bringing just, for yourself, perhaps a little bit of both, usually both. And another message that I'm hearing from this card as well is that it's sort of piggybacking off of what we were getting from our detoxification card and saying that the physical body is here with us in this time. And from the creative expression card with this idea of transformation that's coming in, it's saying that your body is transforming right along with your spirit and with your mind, because you are becoming the vessel that is sort of bringing about this creative mission that you're on, and your body needs to be along for the journey. So the body is going through transformation. Continue to treat it really well. And also I'm hearing them say, fill the body with joy, and fill the body with joy physically through body movement. Maybe through exercise, through playing, through dancing, something like that. But the body literally almost has a mind of its own, and it feels celebration. It feels it when you get to move and play, just like a child would move around and play. So that's going to be something really, really wonderful to make sure that you do during this time as you perhaps revitalize and focus on your creative pursuits and projects during this time in your life. Very fertile time for that. Let's go ahead and turn over our third card from the fairies. Wow, we have the Breaking Free card. Breaking Free. So this is a message that is telling us that this is a time, and I'm hearing them say more than ever before, where we have the power to get rid of any old patterns that kept us perhaps stuck or stagnant in our lives. This is a major time for change, just like you'll see happen after any major purge or major releasement, whether emotionally or physically or mentally or whatever. We are making a major change, and it is allowing us to break free from the patterns of the past. And they're saying that this is happening both personally, so that we can be on our life purpose with the best, kind of empowerment that we've kind of ever had on our path, and also collectively. It's happening as a collective. So they're saying that some of the things that we've been seeing occur in our world, that maybe you've been seeing, in the news about, world issues, covering a multitude of different topics and things like that. These things there are things that are being purged and released. We're really getting a chance at this time to choose to break free and to let go of the things that don't serve us anymore as a sort of global community, and to really, really start to plant the very beginnings of seeds that will take us into a more peaceful and unified sort of state, a state that sort of recognizes the fact that globally we are a unified family, and there is no major choice or major state of overall being that happens in one area of the world that does not affect the rest of the world. So that's what I feel, the realization, the collective realization, no matter how it comes about and the many, many different ways it will come about, that's the collective realization we're coming to. So very, very wonderful news. And the last little bit of guidance that I'm hearing them say about breaking free too is that if you've had a creative project or dream or goal for your life that maybe has been on the back burner for a little while, or you've just been kind of working on it for a long time, kind of putting in your hours doing the work, but you still have yet to see, the big fruition for this project. I'm hearing them say the fruition is now. You're finally starting to see the rewards or the recognition from these sorts of things. Remember, Leo is a sign that's all about public recognition for the things that you do, and also just finally kind of being able to break through and ground some of this work, to see it realized in the material, physical world. So what an exciting time we live in, isn't it? Last card we have for today is our card representing the major themes or lessons from the tarot deck. Let's see what it is. Wonderful. We have the 10 of Water card. 10 of Water, which in traditional tarot is the 10 of Cups. And this is a sign that represents a very contented, rewarding, happy family life. Beautiful, happy, supportive relationships. And once again, they're saying that this message represents what is coming in our lives, both on a personal, sort of private level, and also on a more collective, public level as well. So they're saying, notice that there will be, I'm hearing them say, old friendships that are coming back, into circulation and being maybe a little bit stronger part of your life now. A little bit of a sense of reunion is coming in. There's a sense of maybe new friendships getting closer and stronger at this time, and just overall feeling really, really well, and feeling very, very happy and supported by the people around you in a family-like sense. So whether that's literal family healing for you, or whether that's your chosen family, your friendships and things like that coming around and supporting you, this is a very, very, very supportive and happy time for relationships. In the public realm, this is the same thing. It says that even though we are seeing some turbulence, lots of change going on in the world right now, the angels really want us to know, do not fear, not to worry, not to fear at this time. This is a sacred time of change, and it is definitely one that's bringing about birth pangs. Maybe birth pangs that will still be echoing throughout our lifetime, but it is one that is definitely moving us in a direction that is closer to unity, closer to safety. And one last message that the angels want to give us on this, in terms of the public or collective sense of family connectedness, unifiedness, is all is safe. They're giving us the message, all is safe. Do not go into fear at this time. They're saying that we are being protected by heavenly forces, as well as by the people that are here in the world during the lifetimes they're living now, who have, life purposes and missions that are about keeping us in a place that is safe and loving. Generally letting the balancing scales keep us balanced or tilted in favor of peace and overall safety and harmony for the world. So they're saying, remember, don't go into fear. Fear will only create more of what we don't want anyway. And love truly does triumph. Love triumphs. So watch for that in your own life, and certainly pray and hold space and intention for that out into the world as a whole. And the first place that you do that for the world is in your own life, by creating that same peace and harmony and love and faith and optimism and positivity and self-starting, do-gooding kind of stuff in your own life first. That's the way to plant the seeds for a real revolution, is for it to begin with the heart, to grow into the family, into the communities, and then to spread everywhere. And when it is in the hearts of everybody, then it's something that's unstoppable, because you can't stop what comes from God, what lives and breathes and grows from the heart. So very optimistic, beautiful messages that we got from our angels and from our fairies today, right out here in nature among these beautiful, beautiful flowers. So thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me today. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for me so I know you enjoyed it. And do subscribe to my channel if you would like to enjoy more angel readings and guided meditations and spiritual discussions on all kinds of different topics and things like that. And if you'd like to share with me more in between our readings that we do bi-monthly here, then you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. I will leave the links for those in the description below for you. And of course, if you would like your own session with me, to have your own angel reading or intuitive spiritual coaching or healing session, you can get a hold of me on my website at www.seraphim.com. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye.